MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball next on the show. Yu Darvish is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery. Has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider. Will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early if he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts, it's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
First delivery to him on the way. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
0-2 count and the pitch. Should be a picture perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
So digging in now, Tommy Pham. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. Pham, a 32-year-old veteran. He was a 16th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The 2-0. 3-0 now. In the on-deck circle is Manny Machado. He'll bat next. 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 to the Padres left fielder.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot that time for Tommy Pham, and the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly. Just like that, they take the lead.
Digging in now for San Diego, Manny Machado.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Here's Darvish on 0-2.
Yeah, and if you flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Kipnis has it. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Here it comes. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Just missing here, 2-0.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
And there's the first strike, 2-1. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Hosmer in front now, a 3-1 count. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Count remains full. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. Chris Paddock, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, he's what you call a solid starter, Matt. Most of the time, he's going to keep you in games and eat up innings. Sometimes he's more dominant than that, and occasionally he'll get hit around a little bit. But if he attacks hitters and throws quality strikes in this one, he's going to be just fine.
Now batting, Chris Bryant. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Oh, 21. One strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. This is foul right side. Another 2-2 offering. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Fouled away. One out, nobody on. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And that brings up Javi Baez as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Skied into straightaway right. Grisham makes the catch to end the inning. Cubs are down in order. It remains 1-0. Next to the plate for the Padres, Trent Grisham. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's got a 3-for-5 line. First pitch on its way.
0-1.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Here's Jurickson Profar. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Now this is on the ground for Baez at short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting 7th, the catcher, Francisco Mejia.
Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Mejia, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No ball, 1 strike.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. Cutter, and that's a called strike 2. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Into the box now, Franchi Cordero. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
One of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Fastball laid off well below the knees. 2 out here and a runner at second. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
Three and one. Here's the pitch. Swing. Strike 2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for San Diego, who played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Leading off the inning, Kyle Schwarber, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Kyle Schwarber.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
Swung on, missed. 2-1. 3-1 to the Cubs left fielder. The 3-1. He swung on and missed. A full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
Batting fifth.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Two balls and a strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Padres an early 1-0 lead here in the second. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. Grisham is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still trail 1-0. So here now's the pitcher, Chris Paddock. 9-1-2 due up.
Chris Paddock.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 is a ball down and away. Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward coming on. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone. And up next it'll be the outfielder Tommy Pham.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
There's one relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
Definitely a risky and aggressive play from the pitcher there, but he made it work out. They've practiced plays like that a lot in spring training, so it paid off this time.
And in steps Manny Machado. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Darvish a check on first, and he'll dive back in safely. Another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. First pitch on its way. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And Kipnis will put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Padres 1 and the Cubs nothing. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Changeup laid off down around the shins. And And he fouls this one off. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Slow roller down the third baseline. And maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. So stepping in, Yu Darvish, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set, and the pitch.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Kipnis leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Throw won't get him. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And the run will score from third as that ties things at 1. And the throw in gets away from him. But the throw is well up the line, and a second run's going to score.
Man, he was not messing around here. Sitting on the first pitch he saw and drove it to the outfield, bringing in both runners and putting himself into scoring position. It's great to see a guy that's aggressive at the plate when he's got a chance to do some damage.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Hit sharply on the ground. Hosmer has it, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Here's Javier Baez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lays off 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
1-0. Here it is. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. The set and the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in a count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Here it is.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's key holding this.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. 2 runs on the board after the home run by Javi Baez. And the Cubs have taken a 4-1 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Wind up and the 0-1. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Trying to send him packing for the second time.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
4 runs here in this half inning. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Now here's the pitch.
Okay.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
3-2 pitch. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. So they score 4 times on just 3 base hits, 1 error, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 4 and the Padres 1. Eric Hosmer to the plate now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's the cut fastball, but it's low. 1-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The right fielder, number 2, Trent Grisham.
Ready now, Trent Grisham. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Swings through it for strike number 2. Sure took a healthy hack that time. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Jurickson Profar digs in next. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Padres down in order, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And, Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Up next to the Cubs.
Now at the plate, Jason Hayward. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was selected in the 1st round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll miss the target there with a curveball, and it's 2-1 now. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Ian Happ.
Stepping in now, Ian Happ. Hit down the line at first. Oh, look at Hosmer. He gathers the throw. He is out. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. The three of us are back after this message and a word from our local stations. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. Among other things, he brought up their lack of walks as a sign that they're not doing a great job of working the count and laying off pitches outside the strike zone. Going forward, he's hoping to see a better focus on competitive at-bats and more selective swings.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Francisco Mejia looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now here it comes.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
The 0-1 on its way. And that one cut a little too much, a ball and a strike. And it's fouled away. It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher. The 2-2 gets him looking up around the letters.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
And that'll bring up Franchi Cordero as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the 1-0.
2 ball, no strike.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. 3-1 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering where the heck was that pitch. I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Striding into the box, Chris Paddock, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Fernando Tatis Jr. Runner in scoring position with two gone. From the stretch. Ripped on the ground to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Padres lead one. They trail it 4-1. Now to the plate, Jason Kipnis. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Now here's the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. And he takes ball three, so it's a full count now.
You can bet they'd love ball four here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Standing in now, Yu Darvish. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike one. A base hit in his first trip. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. 4 runs, only 3 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Oh, yeah.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Ground ball foul down the left side. The 1-2. Four runs, only 3 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And another foul ball. The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. At the plate, Tommy Pham. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
He's set. Here it comes. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Here's Manny Machado now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away, but that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
And that misses. 2-1. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Has a look, now the pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
The right fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Trent Grisham. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Diego, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Matt Strom enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 55, Matt Strom.
So in now for Chicago, Anthony Rizzo. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Here's the pitch.
That's the ball. 1-0. That's Bolton.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
2-0 count, the pitch. Rizzo out in front here as this is pulled foul into the seats in right. Lifted the other way to left center. Pham arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Javier Baez will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Now here's the pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Strom, a 6'3" left-hander. He was a 21st round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. Baez will head for second, and this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Runner at second, 1 away, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 0-1 pitch.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And it's 1-2. Back up the middle. He's got it. And that's the second out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
The next Cub up, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1, but they lead it 4-1. New inning set to get underway. Now at the plate, Jurickson Profar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Comes set and the 0-1.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Popped him up. Baez has a play. 1 down.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Mejia.
Coming to the plate now, Francisco Mejia. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now here's the pitch. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box, Franchy Cordero. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. The 1-1 home.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Here now the 2-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. In there, a base hit. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Greg Garcia will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 5, Greg Garcia.
In there for strike 1. And he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run behind him in the on-deck circle. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that dial, or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. Craig Stammen gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
34, Craig Stammen.
Here's Jason Hayward now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
The right fielder, Jason Hayward.
First delivery to him on the way.
0-1. 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So a full count now.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
The 3-2 pitch is taken on the inside corner. Strike 3.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box, Ian Happ, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
Oh,
0-2, here it comes.
Oh.
Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. The 1-2 misses. Ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Jason Kipnis is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Now the 0-1. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on the show right after this. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Rowan Wick will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. David Bodie is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Fernando Tatis Jr. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
In now, Tommy Pham as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. High in the air out to center field. Hap is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Stepping up to the plate, Manny Machado. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. A ball and a strike now to Machado.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Grounded to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Cubs 4 and the Padres 1. Digging in, David Bodie. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. The 1-0 home. Slapped hard the opposite way. Grisham is under it to make the catch for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So striding forward now, Chris Bryant. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. And very quickly they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Stepping into the box, Anthony Rizzo. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's set and the pitch.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
One 1-0 count. Here it is. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pham will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Craig Kimbrell comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 46, Craig Kimbrell.
Eric Hosmer will be charged with trying to start a rally in the 9th as they go to work against Kimbrell.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
First pitch on its way.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. He pulls this one into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, Batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Stepping in, Trent Grisham. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. Line to the right side. But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Now at the plate, Jurickson Profar. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Kimbrel is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty D. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Hit out towards second. On to first, and that's your ball game.
Just more of the same from Craig Kimbrel. He comes out of the bullpen and fires a scoreless 9th inning to pick up the save. Business as usual from one of the best in the game.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. Chicago earned the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Yu Darvish earns the victory on the mound. Chris Paddock struck out 10 in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and they left 1 man on base. For the Padres, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.